Let's go into the medical center then. The fuck? Oh, my character's trying to close the doors. Huh. Quite a lot of people in here. Hello there, receptionist. The bored woman at the counter gives you a quick look and quickly lowers her eyes at the paperback in front of her. Ahem? Is this hostile? Oh, reading something adjusted? Yeah. The woman sighs and puts the tattered book aside. Not really. Chick lit. Do you have an appointment? No, I've just popped in. I'm afraid I can't help you. Well, maybe can you answer a couple of questions? The woman casts a quick glance at her book, smiles and snaps the book shut. Why not? It doesn't happen too often that visitors want to have a chat. Tell me a bit about yourself. Well, I make some money working as a nurse. I was lucky to finish the first aid course during my year-long travel with the medical caravan. I've seen so much and gotten so many skills. I can imagine. What can you tell me about this place? Our clinic's a good one. We always have plenty of work. I can't complain. And the city? There are places I would never go back to. Places that look as if they'd never known civilization or human touch. Where spiders and giant wasps aren't the only mutants. In comparison to them, our settlement is a true paradise, so I'm not leaving it for love nor money. Christ knows the one your ear's really doing well. Tell me some interesting rumours. I've heard that weird mutants have appeared at the lakes in the south. They're slow and passive and look like a crossbreed of a turtle and a middle-aged man with a huge four-nippled udder. What? Rumour has it they can be milked and their milk is blue. I'd never drink something like that. Does you more harm than good, but some consider this yucky thing to be a real delicacy. Right, is that a Star Wars reference? I'd like to try some of that blue milk. Yeah, it must be. You know what, let's change subject. How is it possible such a beautiful lady sitting all alone, all bored? The woman smiles, looks away, then lowers her eyes before raising them at you again. Why bored? I have plenty of things to do. There's usually a lot of work. You just happen to come on a quiet day. Well, I see you like reading. This is very rare in the Wasteland. Well, I wanted to discuss your book. I'm a big fan of pre-war literature. Wink. Yeah, let's fit that one. The woman snorts and looks you in the eye. I like men who read books. It's so unusual these days, so intriguing. Maybe you could tell me about your favorite authors, and I'll tell you about mine. The woman looks at you, half smiling. Why not discuss this issue if you're interested? Yes, could be interesting. There's a cool, quiet bathroom here. We could have a cigarette and let's touristy chat in there. Unless Zinaida Petrova interferes, of course. Either way. Huh. Interesting. Am I going to get mugged? I'm going to quick save. The woman smokes, her arms crossed. As she sees you, she gives you a languishing look and cocks her head. My name is Zana, by the way. Nice to meet you, Zana. The pleasure is mine. I've always considered intelligence a man's highest virtue. Discuss the nuances of literature. Oh, wow. I'm glad this game self-censors. And when does the other nurse walk in? Also, I'm digging this music. Yay. Ho ho ho! Ouch! Okay, this is going wrong. This is one lively debate we're having in here. There you go. Oh my! How long does this go on for? Hee hee. We might be at this for some time. Yeah, the conversation could have been longer though. Hey, that was a long conversation. That was at least 30 seconds we had going on there. Oh, what a day. Let's see, are there any further conversation options? The one at the counter's reading a paperback. She sees you approach, she puts the book aside, smiles and addresses you. Look who's there. Well, hello. Hi, how are you? Very well, glad to hear that you care. Any other questions? Nope. How are you doing? Yep, see ya. And who's this woman? Fidel, were you watching the entire time? You weirdo. Wait. Wait. Wait, why can't I leave? Can I not walk out? Oh, did it like... How do we go? I must have like glitched the door shut without them actually shutting. Wait, come back! I wasn't gonna forget about you. A slim blonde girl of around 25 looks at you with a friendly look. She gives you a quick, sharp once-over. You're a settler too? You must have tons of questions. My name's Lyra. Tell me how I can help you out. A settler. I'm not a settler, but I do have some questions. That's what you like. I'd be glad to help you out. What can you say about Krasnoye? If I knew that peaceful places like this were still on the map, I'd run away to Krasnoye back when I was a little girl. Some locals curse the militia and the government, but I like it all. There's no shooting here, no public executions, no cannibalism, a modern day Eden. Well, if that's all it requires to be an Eden, clearly we're living in good times as we are right now. That sounds way too positive. Another question? What do you do for a living? Where I'm from, new stuff's a rarity, so everyone learns how to fix clothes and footwear. In Krasnoye, on the other hand, getting clothes isn't a huge problem. That's why people don't know how to repair their stuff as well as I do. So I sell my skills and fix up their coats, boots and jackets for a price. It's cheaper than buying a new item. I'm working with your hands, I can respect that. I do that too, occasionally. I sometimes find my pistol, mostly missing. Is it hard to find a home in the centre? No, not really. I talked it over in the Chamber of Commerce building, got all the documents I needed, paid some money in advance, and got in a room and a house nearby. A room isn't a whole lot, but it's better than a stinky tent in the woods. Much better. Did great for yourself, it seems. I collect rumors. Want to share some? Sure. They say one militiaman chased an old witch lady out of the city, so she cursed him and he became bald. If you ask me, there was no witchcraft involved. Poor old bat probably had some infectious disease the militiaman got, as he manhandled her out of the gate. Rationality is a good trait for a lady. Another question. See, I'm not entirely sure about the whole magic thing. I mean, obviously, you know, in real life I don't believe that kind of stuff, but in the game we've had, I mean, that fortune teller, you know, who tells the bearded lady has told us of things that have come to pass, and, you know, is obviously, whilst you can say, oh yeah, it is just her sort of saying, oh yeah, this is going to happen, and it turned out to be true, you know, it's, I'm wondering whether magic in this game is more of, you know, this has got more to it than I'd expect. It's just like the nurse. Oh yeah, Zenaida. A woman sitting at the table seems busy with some undoubtedly important papers. Having felt your arrival, she slowly, as if unwillingly, lifts her eyes from the papers and looks up at you. You're quick to notice the sign plate on her desk. It reads Dr. Zenaida Petrovna. I'm sorry, young man, but I'm a little busy with my research. Can I help you? Hey, Doc. Actually, let's see what you've got. Make it. Hey, Doc, I need your help. I don't know whether or not you've talked to the other hospital staff yet, but here we treat only residents of our city. Everybody else needs to pay their hard-earned cash for our treatments. Toxic poisoning treatment, 300 rubles. General body recovery, 100 rubles. That's how it is. Let's change topic then. May I ask you some questions? Zenaida Petrovna sighs and moves the papers to one side. Fine, I really could use a little break. What would you like to know? Who are you, Zenaida Petrovna? Well, where did you arrive? To a medical establishment? Do I look like a patient? No, so figure this out by yourself, young man. Reasonable. May I ask something else? What is it that you do? I'm doing my best as a doctor, but even this trade has its own poets. Great doctors and not some self-taught amateurs. Physicians, not witch doctors. Medical men. Real men, like Dr. Mickey M. from Otradno, for example. I have a passing understanding of Mr. Mickey M. Tell me about the services you provide. If you need stitching up, that can easily be arranged. If you need to get rid of an infection, we'll do that for you. Want to become a man you've always wanted to become? Forget about that bottle. It's possible. Just talk to my colleague, Dr. Maximov. Wait, forget about the bottle. Want to be a man you've always wanted to become? So that's addiction. What is that? Oh, plastic surgery, isn't it? Yeah, I bet. I remember that. Now what I wanted to ask you was, have you had any great gossip lately? I'm not big on gossip, but I do have a piece of advice for you. Books should be your best friends. Recently I bought an old issue of Medicine for the Workers from a bookseller, and believe it or not, ideas from that magazine proved to be useful whilst treating every other patient. I feel that my skills have significantly improved from reading it. Old knowledge does have great value, especially in experience points. What's your research about? Zenaida Petrovna looks at your enlightened face and finally nods dryly. Ah, alright, you seem like a smart young fellow. I'm working on a new kind of antidote. However, I need one last very rare ingredient to start testing my medicine. And without this ingredient, I can't let this product hit the market. It would just be unethical. So let me guess, you need help curing these ingredients? Yes, you've understood correctly. However, first I've got to ask you whether or not you're familiar with the art of disjointing insects and spider-like mutants. I am, actually. Thank you, random fisher in Otradno. Yes, I've been taught how to do it in exchange for a bottle of vodka. That's true as well. Fantastic. Well, in that case, listen. I'm working on a new antidote. It's meant to be more effective and at the same time easier to make than old pre-war antidote. And the only thing I'm missing, and it's quite unpleasant, is the spider's lymph node. Just a regular giant spider isn't going to cut it. It has to be a nymphoid from an Arachnidus sovieticus species. It was named by the hunter who first discovered them. It's a monster more scary than any spider, that's for sure. Arachnidus' lymph nodes contain great amounts of natural antidote. However, the mutant itself is very aggressive, and I imagine it won't be willing to give us its lymph nodes without a fight. It's good that I don't need a lot. 10 of them will do. Wait, 10 lymph nodes, or will I get like 10 from one of them? I hope you're not prone to arachnophobia and will agree to help. No, I'm fine as long as the spiders aren't like 10 foot tall. It should be okay. 9 foot as well, I guess, and 8 and 7, 6. Pretty much anything over a foot. Yeah. It's a deal. I'll take care of the arachnidae for you. I'm happy to hear that. Arachnidus sovieticus and all its subspecies can be found in the Eastern Wasteland. It's impossible to mistake it for a regular spider. Trust me on this. Stop being obtuse, so I don't know what it looks like. Alright, let's change topic. Let's buy some medications. This is not a pharmacy. We don't sell any medicines just like that. Oh, we don't, do we? But I might have something we don't need anyway. Ah, so that's the thought she doesn't need then. I'll let you off then. I'll let you off. And who is this person? A man dressed as a doctor walks... Is he wearing a chef's hat? Walks pensively across the small room. He holds a heap of papers in his hands. He constantly browses through them and mumbles under his breath. As he sees you, he nods wearily. Dr. Maximov, a specialist in radiation syndrome and addiction treatment. Is that... No, that can't be the man. Yeah. Do you have an appointment or just come round? I've just come round. I'd like to come around for a checkup, Doc. If you don't have an appointment, you'll have to pay for the treatment. Radiation poisoning and alcoholism treatment is 400 rubles. Drug abuse treatment is 600. Everything according to our price list. Okay, let's change the subject then. Do you mind a chat? Doctor smiles absent-mindedly and nods. He's clearly warmed up to you. That personality skill again, I bet. Well, I guess it won't hurt to answer a couple of questions. What do you want to know? Tell me about yourself, Dr. Maximov. I'm a doctor, a professional medic. There's even parchment proving my qualifications lying over there somewhere. The war broke out when I was in my first year. After the initial panic, we continued our studies and we had opportunities to practice like we never had in our times of peace. You can't even imagine it now. Yeah, those were terrible times. Can I ask another question? How's work? Yeah, we have enough on our hands. Surprisingly, there hasn't been enough cases of acute radiation syndrome recently. People have become wiser. They know contaminated places now and how to shun them. I mostly deal with alcoholics. This vice will never cease to bring new patients to my office. You're right. Alcohol is the bane of our existence. Another question? What can you tell me about the city in a nutshell? Nothing bad. If you remove politicians from the central bomb shelter, cult followers from the streets, and those quacks from the mycelium who constantly preach about their high values, it'll be perfect, just like before the war. But with shorter queues in the shops. Now that's a positive attitude. Let's kill half the city. You heard any rumors? I don't deal in rumors, but I can give you a piece of advice. If you don't want to see your GP too often, ignore tins that are at least as old as dinosaurs, and don't eat raw food. Kill an animal, cut the meat, and salt it properly. Salt helps against the intestinal worms, sterilizes food, and helps to preserve it. Why am I making all this hype about it? Try saving numerous peasants from beef tapeworm, and you'll promote preventative measures too. Sounds terrible. Actually, what do you have on you? Pretty much the same as the other woman. Oh my god, 1700 rubles. Jesus. Right, won't bother you anymore. Hey, I haven't seen this guy. Why does everyone walk away when I try to talk to them? Stop. Looks like a freaking movie star. In front of you stands a well-dressed bearded man. As he notices you, he smiles in a friendly way. Still, you can't get rid of the feeling the smile is rather polite than friendly. Yes, what do you want? I just walk around and talk to local residents. Yep, I do. Do you mind answering a couple of questions? Why not? Ask. What can you say about Krasnoye? By the modern standards, it's quite a decent city. In my opinion, it leaves... I wish I had a TV. It leaves far behind Paragon, Otradno, Fogolevka, and farms like Safe Journey. I dare say even the noisy metropolis Trudograd is no match for it. If there's bigger cities in this game, Jesus. There must be a lot of people to talk to. You're a true patriot. Can I ask another question? Have you, by chance, heard any interesting rumours? Nothing too exciting. If you're not interested in constant arguments about who stole chicken from whom, who's the last in the queue and so on, of course, there must be something going on behind the walls of Krasno's Demonia, but I'm a city man. It's none of my business. Which places would you recommend to visit? The bookshop, the hospital, even if you're not sick. The Chamber of Commerce, of course. The building of the Mushroom Cult is worth a visit too. It's a beautiful building, and the mouldings on their gable cost a fortune. Thanks for your advice. What should I be wary of? It's quite a safe city. There are fights sometimes. If you find yourself in a dark alley, be ready to have your purse cut off, or you can get a bullet in your head in a tavern. In a word, nothing to be worried about. Horrendous crimes are rare in the area, truth to tell. You should be more worried about the local police. They like pestering newcomers. I was about to say I haven't had too much of an issue with them, but then I remember the gate guard. And getting a bullet put in your head in a tavern, nothing to be worried about? Okay. Clearly we developed thicker skulls as a result of the mutation. See, any other questions? No, that's about it. Okay, is there anything else you want? That depends what you can offer, mate. Well, I just thought you could be one of my clients, but it doesn't matter. Wait, it doesn't matter. Who are your clients? Why can't I be one of them? Well, oh, now I've got his name. You don't look like Father Vazol. They usually drive for their own Volgas or even Shakers. Customized to survive the lack of roads, of course. Thing is, I'm an exotic tailor. Boris the tailor. Looking for shoes from a mermaid shell or say nibbler skin gloves? I'm the man you need. It'll cost you. A lot, in fact. That's why I have very few customers. But I treasure each one of them. Trendy asses. Personally, I don't care for a straw for their clothes. If I'm not hot in summer and cold in winter, it's good enough for me. But for them, it's a status symbol, so they turn to me. For example, recently a client ordered a hat for a mutant wasp fur. I thought it'd be easy and agreed, but I miscalculated. I didn't have enough fur, so my order's suspended. And hunters stopped hunting these mutants for some reason. Well, I only need 10 more paws. Yeah, I can help you with this problem. Damn, I sold them all a little bit ago there. The ones I was getting up north anyway. Well, it would be great, but only if you had the time. Don't even write it down in your planner. If you forget about it, it's no problem. So, you want to know something? Wait, have I actually not written it down in my planner? I haven't. Now I must do this one. I'm actually going to have to write that down somewhere. Right, I've written that down. I kind of do need some food. Because I am hungry. Oh, very hungry. Yep, I need to get out of here and eat. Although I can't because the door's glitched again. Can I walk through it now that it's closed? Or no. It's weird. Alright, I'm just going to get out of here. Hopefully I don't die. I just remembered I had some crackers, so... Oh god damn it, the door's glitched again. Can I... Oh, am I completely unable to get in? Oh no, there we go. And I want to talk to the dude in the bed, but this guy first. Is he not wearing any shoes? That's nice, I guess. This guy looks very concerned. The man before you looks tired. Tired of people, of work, of life itself. He quickly nods to you, shakes his greasy hair, and to your surprise starts talking to you first. Petrov, I'm the local mortician. The man's voice is low and calm, but there's a tragic undertone you barely notice. Nice to meet you, Petrov's eyes looking like he'd hoped you'd skip the introduction. Wojciech the bear. Yes, glad to meet you and all that. What do you want from me? You're not even dead. Nothing really. Hey, what are you doing? I'm a mortician, if you didn't guess. I cut up cadavers around here. I see. So how's that job for you? Petrov shrugs and sighs sadly. And some of it might seem alright, but no, that wasn't my profession before the war. I had to learn fast and got hooked on alcohol as a result. Well, looks like you're in the right place. I understand. I wouldn't do your jobs over as well. What demo won't bite your hand off? No need to stress. Yeah, and if you have some alcohol on you, we can drink it here. Petrov sniffs the air and nervously licks his lips with the tip of his yellowish tongue. Why not? Are you up to it? Petrov sighs and nods. I'm always up to it. What can you offer though? I don't have anything. You tease you with empty promises. It's not the first time. Can I ask a few questions? Sure, but I won't answer them. I like to buy some medications. Go to the retail pharmacy. All the medicines there. I doubt whether I will interest you. So here's what they've got, plus a glass. Yep, doesn't seem too happy. I'm tempted to get some alcohol for him. And with these guys, snoring, not snoring, but about to be snoring. And this guy. Fidel, your companion, sees the man on the hospital bed and grins. He waddles to him and claps his hands loudly. You look at your fellow soldier, astonished, but the patient doesn't look surprised at all. On the contrary, he gives you a wide smile. Fidel, come to visit me? Why would I want to visit you? We were just passing by. Cut the bull. You must have been worried sick. By the way, who's your friend? Meet Igor, agent on Morozovsk. Wait. Are we supposed to be saying this around the guys who were like not quite asleep yet? Do we have to put them out of their misery now? And his friend on the bed is Gozin, Mikhail Fedorovich, a local agent. He supervises commercial activities in the wasteland. Nice to meet you, Igor. I'm sure I had seen you somewhere before. Must have been at the base. Could you please introduce me about my mean? Probably. Nice to meet you, Comrade Gozin. Yes, I'm glad to meet you too. You might wonder why, not just because you're another atom fighter. You see, I have a task for an agent, a mutually beneficial one. Beneficial, you say? This is interesting. Go on. Alright, so essentially there is, or rather there was, a settlement called Red Fighter. Quite a decent place. One important man from the KGB even had his country house there. People say it had a private bunker too, in case of war. The settlement's long since been abandoned. It's inhabited by nasty mutants, and the local leaders never had the time to deal with them. Or rather, they can't reach it, because it's on territory controlled by the gangs. But I don't care about the gangs. It's a fine place. The houses are basically intact. We only need to get rid of the mutants, and we'll have a wonderful base of Atom and a free trade zone on our hands. A proper use for such a place. So that's where I can get a base then. Interesting. Right, and will there be a house for me? Of course, it'll be an Atom base. We'll give you the very best house. Okay, so I take you want me to slaughter the mutants. I agree. Attaboy, you're a true Atom fighter. Always ready for a dangerous adventure and a reckless plot which would be beneficial to everyone in the long run. Right, let me mark the settlement on your map. And you map over to Ghost and it confidently burns and it... Hey! Hole in it in the tip of the sea. My map is just going to be defaced and holed and burnt and blackened and... I'm not going to be able to use it by the end of the game. Yeah, good luck with your mission. Now I can ask some questions? Of course, fire away. Who are you? My name is Mikhail Fedorovich Gozin. I'm a secret agent and work for Atom, and I'm a mutant. So, what exactly does your mutation imply? Listen, on the outside I look just like any other person, but on the inside, if only you saw it. All my intestines are twisted and contorted, I have 3 appendices, one lung is bigger than the other, my heart's on the right and not on the left, I can go on forever. So you're an assassin's nightmare then. It's all because of Krasnov syndrome, or the D virus as scientists call it. Wait. The syndrome isn't just a scary story? This is a misconception many people share. Ever since I stopped being a normal person, I've been thinking about this D virus. What is it? No one knows for sure. Still, I know a thing or two thanks to my service. The most important thing is that the virus doesn't intend to kill anyone. Although most of these who catch it do die, it strives to adapt to different life forms and create a symbiosis. As to how exactly it does that, and why I was lucky to survive, I don't know. One hell of a story. An interesting... But you know Krasnov's pneumonia? No more than my mate Fidel. Backwaters before the war. It's quite a decent city now. Our discreet efforts helped a lot, of course. Without us, it would never have occurred to the local authorities to do anything. Okay, how's it going in the wasteland? To be honest, it's much, much better than mere 5 years ago. Before, it was like a war zone here, and now there's just random shootings from time to time. Believe me, in comparison to what it was like before, it's like paradise. And have you heard any rumors? People say the mushroom cult hates some Devi Krishtu, a cult leader herself. Probably scared of the competition. Probably. It's time for me to go. Goodbye. Huh. He does seem to be having some fun.